But Chicago, we've got a long way to go. All of us know friends, neighbors, family members who are still out of work or whose homes are still underwater. Too many folks are still burdened by enormous college debt. Too many folks still don't have a sense that tomorrow will be better than today. And so the question in this election is, which way do we go? Do we go forward towards a new vision of an America in which prosperity is shared?
Moving forward is shared prosperity. Shared prosperity is the solution to our problems. Let's examine these words a little more closely. Prosperity, in the simplest terms, is nothing more than your income. Share means to take or get your full or fair portion from the group. So shared prosperity means to take or get your share of someone else's income. First, let's figure out how much there is to share. There's 130 million workers in the United States of America, and their average salary is $45,000. We multiply the two, we get how much money there is to actually share from income. That's $5.9 trillion. Well, now you might ask me, why did I do this calculation? If the average salary is $45,000, why doesn't everybody just get $45,000? Well, the answer is there's a lot more people in the group than just those who work. First of all, there's the unemployed. That's about 10 million people. Then there's people who used to work and are no longer looking for jobs. If the economy improves and they're sharing, I'm sure these people will get back to work. That's another 10 million people. And finally, there's a whole bunch of people who retired. They've worked all their lives. They had their salary. They're certainly entitled to sharing, aren't they? That's another 60 million people. At the end of the day, we have 210 million people ready to share in all that income. And $5.9 trillion is certainly a lot of money. I've included the Social Security retirees into the calculations because they shouldn't get any more or any less than anybody else. They paid their dues. They worked 30 or 40 years, and they're entitled to about the same as everyone else. So if we share our prosperity, how much do we each get? Well, let's simply divide our $5.9 trillion by the number of people we need to share with, $210 million. That's right, that's it. $28,000 apiece. Boy, aren't we looking forward to that. We're not done yet. We still have to take care of taxes, i.e. government. The government still needs to operate. There's still expenses. We still need to maintain roads. How much is that? Well, the government spends about $4 trillion a year. But from that $4 trillion, there are Social Security payments. So we can subtract that out. So that leaves us with about $3 trillion. Each of us needs to participate in that. So $3 trillion divided by our 210 million people means we each have to pay about $15,000. So let's take this tax and subtract it from our shared income and see what we're left with. That's right, about $14,000 in shared prosperity. Aren't we excited? And don't forget, we have to live on this. Yep, that's what we get to live on. $14,000. That's below poverty level. And don't forget, we also have to pay for state and local taxes. Boy, am I looking forward to shared prosperity. Is moving forward to shared prosperity the only option? No.
Or do we go backward to the same policies that got us into this mess in the first place?
I'll stay with those policies that made us the freest country in the world, the most powerful and the most prosperous. I'll stay with those policies that enable us to take better care of our poor than anywhere else in the world.